Well, hello. Hopefully we're all doing well and doing swell. Jesus. Uh, Hold on. Okay. Um, hey. See, that's what you get for multitasking. I think it might be time for you to leave somewhere. Literally 2 leaves. Okay, yeah, it's time for you to leave. Because I don't know. And I'll tell you the story about me and leaves. 313 and Leo. Um, so when I was homeless, uh, hey, when I was homeless, I was really getting in tune and in touch with myself, if you will. I was really experiencing a lot of stuff, and I was having to rely on my intuition because, like, Danny was no help. Danny was crazy. Danny was trying to kill me and him probably, um, and so like I had to rely on myself a lot. Keep myself in order because he was gaslighting the fuck out of me, like crazy gaslighting me, like, and it was like on shit that I knew, like he would gaslight me on shit that I had told him, and it's like, you're fucking crazy. 143, 144. But nonetheless, there was these times where we would be walking down the sidewalk and I'd be thinking, like, going through stuff, like, and all of a sudden, there was this one time in particular, I was really thinking about leaving 202. I was thinking about leaving 8:50 and 88 on my time, and that's Tuesday the 28th. Anyways, um, this one time in particular, I was really like going through it, 222, and all of a sudden, walking down the sidewalk, mind you, it was like summer. Leaves should not have been falling 2, 3, 4 like it was completely out of the blue. Tell me why this leaf fell in front of me. And I was like, what the fuck? And as soon as I saw it, I was like, it's time to leave. Like, and then it kept getting confirmed. And I was like, so pretty much by the time the leaves started to fall, I left. Literally, I left in fall, October. And yeah, so it might be time for you to leave something, or you're leaving something. Like you're putting the strings of the past behind you, if you will. Um, you might be receiving an unexpected cup of love. I dropped my vape this morning. Also, dropping things might be super significant, and it kept giving me the energy of like personal tower moments. But nonetheless, I dropped my vape this morning hard as hell to the point to where that some bitch, one piece went one way, Taurus. One piece went one way, and the other piece went the other way. So when I went to go look for the little pod, tell me why I looked under my damn bookshelf right here with my cards on it. And there was that little cup, little shot glass. And I was like, well, that was unexpected because, like, those were in the freezer. And I don't even know how the fuck they got out because I thought I'd put them all up. But, 336. Hey, Dad. So, Aquarius, too. And it's funny because when I write Aquarius, I just write Aqua because, like, I'm not writing all that shit. I'm about to type it. um, Taurus again. With 424. That's cute. Hey, and that was the other day. That was last Friday. So last Friday is significant. Oh, and we're in Taurus season. Ah. Let's get some more confirmations. I don't know. Something about smiley faces also. My kid is very creative. She got the wild hair the other night and was like, I'm going to make some stuffies. And went through and was making stuffies out of paper and staples. And like, it was so funny because like, you know, your girl was real bad in her feelings the other night. You know, I stay in them damn things. And I went to go put my hand in my robe pocket for some reason. And tell me why I reached in my pocket, felt this, pulled it out, and it was on the smiley face as if to remind me like, don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Hey, and I want to say something. Like, sometimes I be wanting to hit these high notes, and I notice, like, I can do it. It's within my range. It's my esophagus. It's my throat. I can literally feel it tightening because, like, I have a narrow esophagus. I have a narrow esophagus, and I have to get that shit expanded. So, yeah. Also, you might be having a conversation soon that you've been wanting to have for a long time. I've been looking at this card for like 2 days now. Skeler, Skeler. It's a person, band, whatever. But you might be having a conversation. Hey, that might be a little. I heard a little cup of forgiveness. Hummingbird by Metro Boomin. And I heard confirmation too. So I almost said confirmation again. So I almost said confirmation again. Jesus Christ. So confirmation. And hummingbirds are a confirmation. Music is significant. The song in particular by Skeler is Conversations, and it has Devilish Trio in it. I feel like somebody's awake now because I kept putting them cards on top of that box. And I don't know what the fuck these are, but I think they're dumplings. So dumplings might be significant. It might be a wrap. Also empanadas. I saw 66, so I'll take that. 66 333 555 999. As confirmations. Usher Raymond, you remind me. You remind me of a girl that I once knew. I see your face whenever I look at you. Wouldn't believe all of the things that she put me through, and that's why I just can't get with you. And I feel like that's why this person is hesitating about you, is because, and maybe that's what this conversation is about, is why they are so hesitant. Look, and it's purple and it's blue. Why they're so hesitant on expressing their feelings to you is because you might remind them of a previous person that they were with that they ended up, going through some shit with. I almost said conversations, but I meant to say confirmation. I see Kissing Pink here, and that's A$AP Rocky, so this has to do with a masculine energy. I see, what's this blue? The World at Large by Modest Mouse. Hold on. This is given like listless energy. Like this person had turned off their feelings because of the shit that they had gone through. And it was like they was kind of meandering through life. And now it's like you woke them up to the shit that they were doing. And now they're in the process of alchemizing their spirit. And in this process, they are coming to find out that they have a sacred spirit. After all, full circle, because here we are with the leaf. It's like leaving a mindset behind. Okay, well, let's get some cards in the next one. All right, bye. Jesus. Hey, how we doing? Okay, well, we're going to start with the alchemy first. And I am out with lanterns looking for myself. I feel like that's why we had to start there. And also with Bunny here. Because there's been a lot of Bunny energy, a lot of Isis energy, a lot of new beginnings, fertile, creative powers that is, I want to say, slyly done. It's really time for you to leave because this fox is wearing a backpack and this fox has an apple over its head. You've gained the knowledge that you needed to. So now you can, like, confidently move on. This doesn't have to be a big hoopla, but, like, there is definitely the energy of it's time for you to go. You've learned all you needed to go. All you've needed to go. 111, you've learned all you needed to learn. Now it's time for you to go. Like, you can go. The door is open energetically. Just wait for the physical door to open. Panther. Black Panthers are very significant to me. If you know anything about my neck of woods, they're full of them, right? But scientifically not, right? But if you ask anybody from my neck of the woods, they'll tell you, yeah, I saw one down past Jim Bob's house last week, like legit. The buffalo and the bunny. When I was a kid, obviously I was very tuned in, tapped in, turned the fuck on, obviously. And I remember this one particular time, because obviously I was left alone a lot. I was left alone a lot. I heard I was too much, honestly, I was too much. But nonetheless, I remember walking up the gravel hill, and I remember beside me, I swear to you, I remember there being a Black Panther beside me. I remember this, and I remember telling my mama, and she was like, no, the fuck it wasn't. And I'm like, I'm telling you there was. Like, I can feel the fur, and I can feel the energy right now, and that's what's crazy. Like, it's almost giving me chills. The goat, and I'm a Capricorn. As I was talking about climbing walking up a dirt road. Oh, Alicia, the compass. All right, this is the way to go. I'm glad I can open up to you guys. And tell you all about the house. 321. Tell you all about. And see, this honestly, I'm gonna be so for real. 33 and 333. This with the house, it's giving me like how I've been like coming up out of my shell and telling you all my shits, telling you all my trauma, and little as I can. But it's like that awakening, me opening the door finally of the house, is what's given me the key. And I feel like that's for you too. Like, you opening up the door and having this conversation is really going to open things up in a way that you didn't expect. I heard it's like gonna 414 rebuild the house. And I heard structurally sound. And daisies are here. And also grape hyacinth. I asked the Lord yesterday. First of all, I saw this thing where this lady was talking about how she had seen a thing where someone else had asked the Lord 440 what their favorite, whatever, the 444, whatever it was, and the girl was like, shit, I'm asked too. So she asked the Lord what his favorite flavor was and whatever, and he long story short, like she ended up asking two questions, but the Lord answered it in one. And it was so funny because like it was a snarky ass, like the Lord, like I can't say snarky, it was sassy. Because like that's how I interpret the Lord as sassy, you know. But nonetheless, the answer was grape hyacinth is the answer that she got. And it has very humble energies. And them some bitches are growing all over my yard. And they're so cute. And honestly, you can take those and make drinks with them. You obviously do your research, but grape hyacinth you can make drinks with, thanks to the black forager. But it's like it's like um it's like even with that grape hyacinth, like how I was talking about how I have it in my yard, like they're really small, low growing flowers, and you have to go really low to the ground to see them, which is why they are so considered a humbling type plant, you know. And it's like this conversation I feel like is going to be humbling in a healing way that is really just going to be the key to a new future. Five is going to be the key to this change that's been waiting to happen. Five is significant. The seashore. I feel like here immediately with these dolphins, this is giving me like soulmate energy. But it's like I heard clarity of the future and resolution of the past and acceptance of the present. And that's what I'm getting by these three dolphins. Like each dolphin represents one of those. And it's like now you are free. You're free from the emotional stronghold. And you can explore the water as you so need to. I feel like you have a guide here who shows up as a cat, if you will, and a bear. I feel like you have a guide here that shows up in nature in various ways, almost like shapeshifter energy. But nonetheless, this person is very nurturing and guiding of you. Like this God, this ancestor. 'Cause I'm getting a lot of ancestral energy now. But I feel like this God, this ancestor is leading you to your lucky streak, to your fertile ground, to your little piece of heaven because you've gotten these things off of your chest. And whether this is with another person or just with you, you've had a conversation with yourself that's helped you come to the emotional edge of the place of where we shall not enter, if you will. Like, I keep getting a lot of like home, child, like childhood time era-esque energy with this house and with this seashore. Honestly, it reminded me just then, once upon a time, when I was really going through it. It was right after my dad had left because I had finally told my mom that he'd been molesting me. Granted, I didn't tell my mom. I told my sister, then she told my mom. Granted, I still lied because I hadn't told nobody that he had been raping me, but I wanted to kind of like shield my mom. Like I wanted to protect my mom from that truth because I knew that was extra fucked up. But whatever, you know. But nonetheless, when I was a kid and going through it, no therapy, no shit, nobody talked to me. There was this one time, I can't remember why we went, but we went to the local lake. And I remember listening to some music and I was really going through it. And I was looking at that water and I was like, I know I don't know how to swim good. I was like, and it wouldn't take nothing. Like, I don't even think, I knew I wouldn't fight, you know, if you get me. And it was everything to keep me on that dock. But in a sense, that was me damming up my emotions because I did. I did dam up my emotions, but it's like now, proverbially, I have jumped into those waters, swam to them depths, and have now come back to the seashore anew, renewed, refreshed, prosperous, honestly, bountiful, full of new growth both internally and externally. Let's go to another one. I hate to make these readings so much about me, but I feel like there's so much to glean in it. But like, my childhood home was the main source of my trauma. It's the source of my conditioning. It's honestly the starting point of like, shit, that next page. It's that starting point of when I started choosing toxicity over myself, honestly. And honestly, I've just been going through a lot of deprogramming and digging so that I can get to the shoreline. And I feel like that's the energy that is like present right now in the collective as a whole. Like we're all digging for something deeper. We're all yearning for something whole and cleansing, something encompassing, yet something, I won't say isolating, because like the ocean is vast and it's so full, but also it's so isolating, but not in like a bad way. It's like a as above so below type thing, because even in that isolation there is vastness, but on a different scale. I keep I keep hearing about like your streak of luck is showing up. Like the clouds have parted. Like it's time for you to reap the rewards of your hard work. And I'm going to say confirmation because we got the same little leaf here that we've been dealing with. And it's 2 leaves. Like you've shed what needed to be shed. And I'm honestly getting this is like male and female ancestor energy. I heard mother and father. Sometimes I think I be talking to my mama's higher self and my daddy's higher self. Like my mama, she's still alive, but my daddy, he dead. My daddy, he dead. Anyway, but I feel like I talk to their higher selves sometimes because I be like, I know I be talking to my grandma about her daughter because, like, what the fuck? Like, I get it. Because also, that's where her shit started was at. You know, it's like you've identified the root of the problem. And because of such, you have been rewarded. Wow, you've been given, thank you, back your purity. Listen, yesterday I did an ancestral quickie and Anubis popped out and it was like I was getting the long story short, because your heart has been found lighter than the feather. It's like you have been spiritually elevated to the position in which you're supposed to be at. And there was a monkey sitting on top of the pole in this card. And here we are with the same type of monkey that was sitting on top of the card, that was sitting on top of the pedestal. It's like because you've cleaned up the past, healed the past, you are receiving now your purity, your vitality, your innocence back. Like it's like you're being crowned whole. There's something here about like royal energy with this crown and this scepter type shit. But it's like you've been given your purity back. You've been given your title back. What was taken from you is being given back in a variety of ways, in small ways and in big ways. 445 and 444. I feel like they're going to be rolling in like waves. 4, 5, 6. The heart. Nordic ancestry is significant. Maybe I'll get some of those out here in a little bit too. I notice myself breathing through the energy a lot more, like activating, confirmation, activating the wind element, if you will. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. I feel the energy. Okay. I feel like this is you, right? This is you going through all this healing. But this is also your partner, your kingdom spouse, whatever, your special person. This is also them going through this too, because as above, so below. This, and it's really honestly what the Ace of Cups is what stubbed me up, because like, yeah, you are forgiving the past, but I feel like as above, so below. As you forgive the past, it's like one's coming in. Like, you get me? And that gives that unexpected, and that further corroborates that the lovers, the tower energy, that subtle tower energy. So yeah, you don't see this coming. The Empress, Two of Swords, Page of Coins. I almost said Page of Cups with the Temperance. But this is an opportunity. This is you. This Empress, Two of Swords. This is you. This is how you are moving through those feelings, through moving through that shit that you had to heal. It's like you couldn't, there was no seeing. This wasn't a battle that you needed to see. This wasn't something visual. This was something mental. This was something spiritual. This was something that you had to sense your way into. And it's like unbeknownst to you that this was like teaching you how to move more in flow and in balance with the world around you, for one, and in the spiritual world. It's like it put, I'm getting it's like it synchronized your watch with divine timing unbeknownst to you. That makes sense? 844. It's like once you cracked open, like once you changed your perspective, once you allowed your perspective to change, that's when all the riches start flowing in. Like once your Judgment, kind of Queen of Pentacles, because that allows Judgment again. because that, it's like Queen of Pentacles, Judgment. It's like you choosing your stability over anything that you've gone through. There's no more being defensive over the past and against the future, because it's like you are no longer expecting it to be like it was in the past, because you've addressed all those things from the past. So it's like no more to expect. If you get like okay, so I'm thinking of like a cachet. Thinking of like a cachet, like you have to clear cachet so often, or you're going to keep having crashes, keep running into bugs, da 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 da. It's like the cachet has been cleared now, and you are being rewarded physically. You're being rewarded with your stability. You're being rewarded with your elevation. You're being rewarded in a variety of ways. Pineapples are so significant. I almost bought a pineapple the other day, and I was like, ain't nobody about to eat that shit. Like, hold on. Let's go to another one. Well, hell yeah. 5 of Swords in the reverse and the star. I don't remember what I was going to say. But I was going to say something. 4 of Wands. Hot shit. This pineapples are so significant. Very significant. Like I said, I almost bought pineapple the other day, and I was like, literally nobody's going to eat a fresh pineapple. Like, not because, like, we don't like pineapple, but because, like, I'm not going to eat it. The 2 younger ones, we had to start slow with them because, like, they have food sensitivities, like texture sensitivities. Like, it's, oh, but she also has in here apples, bananas, money, and shells. The orishas are very significant. Why am I looking for you guys like I got... Why was I looking for them like I... Look, the Hierophant. Well, Baba Legba. Fucking... Listen. Thank you for that confirmation, because I feel like that is... Because I was talking the other day. I was talking to Baba. I said, listen, Dad. I need some help. I need some help. And at this point, this is what I got, and this is what you can have. And 143, I love you, and 144, okay, message received. Hot damn. Okay. Cause like, listen, and it's a matter of that, having these conversations with yourself, with your ancestors, with your guides. 202, and just laying it all out on the line, because like they already see the shit. They can't interfere with your free will. They can only, and the name of the last video I titled was Following the Nudges. And it's like you've been following the nudges, and it's leading to your victory, to your accomplishment, achievement. There's something mint, I'm hearing, M-E-N-T. Someone else's banishment. But okay, that's not the Hierophant again with Baba Legba and 4 Swords. With the High Priestess with Miss Marie Laveau and the 10 of Cups. And you know what? Thank you. That's all I got to say. I said thank you, and I looked down, and it's literally this lady looking me dead in the eyes. I crack up about this High Priestess Marie Laveau here because I get a lot of her energy, especially when I'm about to like start channeling and shit. It's the blue and the red. That's how she shows up to me. Like, for some reason, okay, the Orishas, all these deities and shit, they either show up to me in colors, or it's like, I heard numbers. Now I'll pay attention more to the numbers. And other ways, like Metatron shows up when I'm at the fucking club dancing with the strobe lights, like, that type shit. Like, it's you have finally found your tune. You have found the rhythm of your own drum. You're no longer fighting it. You're moving forward in your own stability. 416, 444. I'm proud of you. I'm proud as fuck. Like, this is great. 7 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, Ace of Cups. I feel like there was a lot of confusion in the past on who you could and who you couldn't trust, who was good for you and who wasn't. And I feel like because of that, that made you very cautious, Two of Swords, about who you let in your life. Very, like you, almost like you relied on your intuition despite your, like you could read a person visually, but you can also read a person emotionally, spiritually. And it's like, yeah, for some reason with this 9 of Coins, how she's, it's giving me like, it's giving me the energy of you drawing in with your body, but then filtering out spiritually, if that makes sense. Like you've learned how, that temperance, you've learned how to master your physical and your spiritual powers in a sense, because there is something about you that is very lucky, very magnetic, very radiant and royal. Obviously, Empress here, lots, there's lots of evidence of why you're that shit. And it's like, now you know that you're that shit, and you're moving in that energy of you being that shit in a very balanced way. And that's giving you the opportunity to be more selective, be more considerate about who you allow into your circle and who you don't, because you only want the best for yourself. Ace of Cups. You only want what's really going to fill you up. You don't want none of that backstabby ass weird shit. Six of Wands. And because of that duality that you've mastered, it's leading to your victory. Like, it's going to, it's leading to your continuous victory. New beginnings. Wow, y'all are 8 of Wands and 6 of Swords. Wow, literally, you are moving the fuck on. You had, like, this is your message. This is your message, your confirmation that your new beginning is on the way. Like, fast. Red and yellow. Apples and bananas are significant. Offerings. Seven of Swords, 5 of Cups. I feel okay. See, when I first saw that, when I first saw that, there are people that are going to, that's hard, this ain't gonna be great for everybody. Like, you ascending is obviously great for you, but I feel like there's karma tied. I feel a lot of karma tied to this. Like this is a justice being brought to you. You remind me. I feel like, honestly, this is a side note. I feel like the ancestors are on march towards one person and they are being drowned in their emotions. I hear dogs barking and my third eye. There goes my baby crying. Confirmation. Okay. But it's like you're walking away from you're away from that. Okay. I'll holler at y'all in a little bit. Bye.